A ceasefire in Ukraine is happening. Only 4 years after Russia first invaded Ukraine, Trump and Putin hopped on a phone call for multi-hours, for about 4 or 5 hours is what I was hearing. As a result, Putin agreed to temporarily cease fire on an energy and infrastructure target in Ukraine, so now he is no longer going to send rockets over there and blow up their infrastructure. This is only the beginning of what's to come for Ukraine and Russia now that the boss is back in charge and in control of harboring peace across the world. While significant changes are unfolding on global stage fronts, shifts in leadership are also occurring closer to home in the media world. Jeremy Boring, the CEO of the Daily Wire, is stepping down. I am just as surprised as everybody else. I have been following the Daily Wire for a really long time now, and it's so weird to not have him as the CEO. All that I can hope for is that he will still stay within the Daily Wire and maybe release his own show or release short films like he has been doing. Or not really short films, but long form films. Speaking of unexpected shifts, while leadership changes are making headlines in the media industry, another pressing issue, deepfakes, is sparking action from influential figures to protect lives and reputations. Deepfakes are everywhere, and they are destroying a lot of lives. Deepfakes, for those of you who do not know, are AI versions of real people that you can make do or say anything that you want them to say. This is a very dangerous thing because of the fact that if you want to ruin somebody's life, you can simply just go to the deepfake AI and craft video and then post it online. Thankfully, the leadership in America cares about us, so Melania Trump, the First Lady, teamed up with California lawmakers to outlaw deepfakes. This tech has previously been used to make revenge videos of people doing sexual things or worse. While innovative leadership in tackling the dangers of deepfakes to protect our personal lives, bold moves in Washington are reshaping our financial lives with new tax reforms. No more income tax. Well, not completely. President Trump just signed a tax provision that will cut tax for anyone who earns less than $150,000 per year. This is an amazing thing, but the only thing here is that there should be no income tax, period. Never mind only the people earning less than $150,000 per year. We get taxed everywhere we look. Never mind paying even more taxes on top of that. Never mind getting taxed on income that you didn't even see yet. So the federal government has their hands in the pot and you didn't even get to spend the money that you earned. It just does not make any sense. While President Trump is shaking up the tax system to ease the burden on Americans, he's also taking a hard look at the questionable tactics of the previous administration, starting with Joe Biden's reliance on auto pen. Biden used auto pen to sign his name. Joe Biden is corrupt, and this isn't just because of the fact that he lost his ever-loving mind. We all know this, and nothing I am saying is new. Here's a problem. Because of the fact that he lost his mind, he was not able to sign and authorize any executive order. So what did they do? They, of course, had to go to the next best thing, which is actually having an auto pen craft Joe Biden's signature so that old Joey B didn't have to sign it for himself. But there's just one little tiny problem with that. How do you know that the things that Joe Biden, the auto pen I should say, signed for is within the know of what Joe Biden wanted to do? This is the question that you wouldn't really ask of a president if it wasn't in this circumstance. That's the exact question that President Trump is thinking and asking. So, starting today, all of Joe Biden's executive orders signed by auto pen are now void. From uncovering the misuse of authority with Biden's auto pen fiasco, we now turn to another take of governmental dysfunction that left astronauts stranded in space, relying on a shift in leadership to bring them home. Stranded astronauts return home. Just imagine this for a second. You go through years and years of training to become an astronaut, but in the meantime, you grow a family. You can finally show your wife and sons exactly what you learned by finally going to space. So you go to the NASA space station, but there are just a few problems. On your way down, there is a solution that you can use, and that is a Boeing airline, which everybody has known to be falling apart in the middle of the sky. Do you want to risk not seeing your kids and not seeing your wife or husband again? I wouldn't. So what's the best alternative? To wait for Elon Musk's SpaceX. But for political reasons, the president at the time, which is Joe Biden, does not let the authorization with NASA go through. So you are stranded until there is a potential shift in power. Months and months go by, and you finally see SpaceX flight. You take it back to Earth. Would you want to go back up there? Or would you be too scared of leaving your family behind again for months and months at a time? I wouldn't go back. I would stay far, far away from anything related to space because of this catastrophe. It's a shame. We really need these types of people to trust their lives with this kind of tech. So if they do not trust trusted enough, why would they go back? And why would anybody go back knowing that? With that being said, we're going to do it for today's episode. If you did like this episode and you do want to see more, I do post new episodes of the show every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I do post new shorts every single day. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening, and I hope they have a great rest of your day. Bye.